we're going to show you how to transform your existing countertops into something beautiful and unique just like this. Super fun, super easy, and you're going to learn it all right here, Leggari.com.
See.
These counter kits are so easy to install. I tell everyone, if you can paint your countertop, paint a floor, paint a wall in your house, you're more than qualified to install one of these kits. You saw how simple it was to do the base coat. Now all I'm doing is just rolling some epoxy on my edges. That way the material will flow over evenly. And if you do any designs on the top, it will have your design kind of flow over the edge and make it look like it was cut out of a slab of granite or marble. Okay guys, I don't want a lot of color in this, so as you can tell, we're just doing a little bit. Letting it drip out the paint stick before we put it out on the counter. We're hardly going to use any of this highlight, and that's all right. Just because you have it don't mean you got to use it all. All we're doing here, guys, is just adding a little color to this face, so when we blend the colors, it'll look the same as the top when we're done. Alright guys, you can see how much we got left here. That's fine. We just want a little bit of highlights of each of these colors to show up. So I'm just dipping my finger in the product and kind of flicking it out there. I don't want a lot of the coffee, just really subtle amounts, and this is just a really good technique to get just little splashes of color out there, and it's relatively fast too. Just keep in mind, you can always add more color, but you can't really take it away. So just start out with less and then if you really want more, add more. Don't just start throwing color down and then realizing, oh man, I put too much highlights and now my counter's nothing like I wanted. It's also good to kind of talk through the process, maybe even map out where you're going to add some colors, highlights, whatever, just so when you're actually doing the process, you've already thought it through your head so you kind of know what's going on. Our epoxy kits are basically foolproof. As long as you follow the directions, do exactly how we tell you to install it, mix it correctly, you're going to have an amazing looking countertop or floor. Because you got to remember, the product's doing all the work for you. All you're really doing is rolling it out, adding color. The product's for the next 3 to 4 hours after you're done, it's going to be self-leveling. The metallics are going to be moving in that epoxy. You're going to see marbleization start to happen. You're going to see highs and lows in the colors, different hues. A lot of modeling is going to be going on. It's just so cool what happens over the next 3 to 4 hours once you install our kits. There's not another coating out there or system that's going to give you the depth and uniqueness of our products. I want you guys to keep in mind, you can mix and match our colors to make new colors. So from our color selection, you can almost make any color out there that you want. If you need help trying to figure out what colors to mix together to make the color you want, you can email us at leggari@gmail.com and we can help guide you through that process. So we waited about half hour, 45 minutes. That's going to let the epoxy to start setting up and getting sticky and tacky. And then we took a concrete pool trowel and we just started kind of roughing up the surface of it. It's really sticky when you're doing this, but it's pretty simple. And this is going to bring the metallics to the surface and create a 3D effect, even though the surface is completely flat. Really cool technique. And it always looks awesome, and this is kind of how you do it, really simple. So when you're doing the 3D texture with the pool trowel, you want to make sure you hold the trowel flat, but not too flat to where you're catching the edge of the epoxy and kind of scraping it up. And you're just kind of gliding over the surface, just like I am right here. Make sure you go different directions, and it's going to create a really cool look, and it's going to add a lot of depth to the counter, and it's going to bring all the metallics to the surface of that epoxy, and it's going to suspend them there because it's already sticky and it's not going to let them sink back down. That's just going to give you the look of a 3D textured countertop, even though it's going to be perfectly smooth and flat. Another awesome thing about our products is they're all super low VOCs or no VOCs. So buy with confidence knowing you're getting a great product and you're not compromising your health. So here's the look that you guys can get using this technique. It's super simple and it looks awesome every time, but look at the depth that it has, and it looks like it's textured, like it's a rough indented surface, but it's not. It's perfectly smooth and flat. It's not a big countertop, so we're just going to hit it by hand, knock down some of this debris that got in the epoxy, and then we're going to apply our top coat. And we're just going to dip and roll this. It's really easy to apply, and it goes on super thin. I always like to go down the middle and then spread it out. And this will dry clear. The thing I love most about all our products is you can order our kit, countertop floor kit, and you don't have to have a background in epoxy resins, be a contractor, any of that. And after you watch our tutorial videos, you can install your kit and you can get the same exact looks that we get on your very first time. That's probably the thing I love most about our products. So notice I'm just dipping and rolling. I'm kind of moving fast. I'm getting it all thinned out really good. And then once I'm done, I take it and I go from wall to edge or whatever, and I do a final back roll, nice and light, and I work from one way to the next, overlapping about 3/4, half of an inch every time, and that's going to minimize any roller lines, and it's going to lay out the best. So this is our WB urethane in high gloss. It's meant to go out really, really thin. It leaves a minor texture, but that's what gives it the extreme durability and scratch resistance. If you want that glass smooth, high gloss look, we have our glaze coat top coat. That's going to be the one you're going to want to choose when you purchase the top coats. So we basically have 3 different options. We have a water-based urethane that comes in high gloss. We have a water-based urethane that comes in matte finish, so a very, very low sheen. And then we have the glaze coat that is glass smooth and extremely high gloss. So we pretty much have a top coat for anyone's preference or look that they're trying to achieve. Thanks for joining us again for another great video, cool technique. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're getting our videos. Make sure your notifications are turned on. That way you get notified every time we do post a video, so you can be the first ones to watch it. And also comment below. Let us know what you thought. Share the videos. Help us get the word out, because this product is amazing and it's changing the resin and flooring industries. Have a great day or evening. And remember, Leggari.com has you covered.